Hello world, I am live in very grainy quality. G'day for the burbs, always get that wrong. It's Jim, isn't it, for the burbs? Hello Justin Kajokovic 9436. Hello Dave and people. Why indeed? I assume you can hear me. What's up, Pro Engineer? Hello, HakiRakuko8620.com. Hey, Invinskid pronounceable name. Good to hear from you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's really shitty quality. Webcam. Like, laptop webcam. It's pretty crap. And again, it's not exactly light here, and maybe I can turn on some lights. Give me a second. All right. Whoa. Overblowing. There we go. It's going to gain down. But that is potentially a bit better. There are some lights here now. I assume you can all hear me. Yep, it's Jim. Oh, really? Really, Jim? They don't show names anymore. Has that changed? Well, I'm not using YouTube. I'm using StreamYard. But yeah, I thought it always used to show your name. That's why I knew it was Jim. So that's changed, and maybe that's filtered through the StreamYard. I don't know. YouTube I just heard that YouTube, I haven't looked myself, but can anyone confirm that YouTube have just removed the ability to sort videos on a channel by date? So you can't like go oldest first. You can't go oldest video first. So you can't go to someone's channel and find their #1 video. You can't go and find their oldest video. I haven't tried it yet. I just read that the other day. So they show the @handle now in YouTube chat. Right. Okay, so it's all changed. Okay, because I'm not looking at the YouTube chat anymore, but StreamYard pulls in the YouTube chat into StreamYard. So, yep. There you go. Great. And you do hear me. Excellent. I'm not auto-gaining the mic. I've deliberately turned off auto-gaining because if you hear in the background, apart from some noises from other people, can you hear the background? I'll turn the mic around. Not sure if you can hear that, but that is the beach. You can hear a pool, okay, but you can't hear the constant drone of the beach in the background? May not be able to. I've got a cardioid capsule mic. Oh, oldest video still works? Okay, cool. Latest popular oldest video? Okay. Right. Yeah, kids and water, yes, alright, kids playing in a pool. Can't avoid that unless I go physically take my laptop down to the beach, but it doesn't have enough charge. So maybe I can wander down there later. Anyway, Happy New Year, by the way. It is a new year. We've got 72 people watching. Excellent. Some people watching on X as well. X comments show up, see? Here's G'day Trent. is commenting on X, so they show up in my feed. Facebook comments will show up, X comments will show up, and YouTube comments will show up. You woke me up with your notification, sorry. Going back to sleep. See you, Breaker. Yeah, it's pretty late. Happy New Year. What is today's date? I haven't even been... almost every day for the last... I just checked on my laptop here. It's the 13th. I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday, apparently. It's Tuesday. There you go. There you go. It's Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is, honestly. Losing complete track of what day it is and what day of the week it is and what date it is. It's going pretty good, Tasman. But as you can probably tell, I'm not at home. Yes, I will definitely live stream the Artemis launch in Feb. I'll be back then. What is it, Feb 6 they're targeting? Yeah, regardless, it's such a huge event. Regardless of what time. Sorry about the kids, they're a bit loud. Regardless of what time is happening, this will happen. I don't care what Mrs. EEVblog says. I'm willing to sleep on the couch for this one. So, yep. If it's at 3 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to the lab at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yep. Hey, Heinrich. Yes, it did not survive. It did not. None of the stuff worked. None of the stuff worked. It was all broken by the time I got here. None of it worked. For those who don't know, it was a mailbag. Heinrich sent a whole bunch of stuff into the mailbag. Some of it was all handmade and hand wired. And it just got destroyed. It just got destroyed. Taco Tuesday. There was a taco today. We went to a taco shop for lunch. 7 a.m. right now in the EU. Really? There you go. Vacation mindset is best. Yeah. It reminds me of the scene from the original Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, it would have been the original Crocodile Dundee. Where, you know, like they're heading off into the bush, right? They're heading off into the bush to find the spot where it was taken by the crocs, and he says to Wall says to Hogs, which we call him here, Hogs, says to Dundee, be back Tuesday or something, or Wednesday or something like that. And Crocodile Dundee goes, what day is it today? It's like, it's Monday or Sunday or something. And then Wall says, doesn't know, doesn't care. Lucky bastard. Indeed. So I am in lucky bastard mode. I do not know nor care what today's date is. Thank you. I don't know anything about the heat fires, Paul. Although we didn't get hit with the cyclone. Spoiler alert: I am up north. So, yep. But we didn't get hit with the cyclone. We avoided it. So, but we did get a crap ton of rain. Let me tell you. So yeah, I heard it was record heat in Sydney or something. Well, I don't know if it's record, but it was bloody hot. It was like 42 or something. That wouldn't be record hot. But, yep. So yes, I'm very much in... Oh, there's Mrs. EEVblog. I will not show Mrs. EEVblog in the bikini. She's out there in the bikini. She'll get most upset if I show her in the bikini. There are bikini pics of Mrs. EEVblog out there. Yeah, you gotta... Shipping is an art. Who or what is Grond? Who or what is Tongue Scrum? Shout out to Tongue Scrum. 5137, 100% Aussie grindcore. What is grindcore? Do I want to know what grindcore is? You're in retired mindset, yeah. Mozzie. I'm in. Yep, I am in. You meant surgery? What? I didn't have surgery. If you're talking about my calf muscle, if you're talking about my torn calf muscle, it is repaired. I went for an 8K run on the beach the other day, no problems. Had a beach all to ourselves, myself and Sagan. Went running in the rain on the beach, it was awesome. And we went 8Ks and no problems. No problems with my calf. Yeah, kids are having a great time. Oh, you're talking about Avalanche. Someone else had surgery, did they? You want to find, try to post a picture. Okay, look. I'll give you a clue where I am. Here we go. Let me have a look. There you go. There you go. There you go. Maybe you can see the beach out there. There's a beach hut, but there is a beach out there. If you can figure out where that is, you can figure out where that is. Do it. Track Dave. That's funny. You tried commenting on my post about Twitter about censorship, but it seemed to get censored. I pressed send and it vanished. That's probably just an X bug. They're not censoring on X. That's a great thing about it. Well, it looks all too familiar. Yeah. Yeah, could be anywhere. So I've had basically almost non-existent internet for the last 2 weeks. This is the first half decent connection that I've had. So luckily I had all of my videos pre-uploaded before I went on holiday. So for those who don't know, I've been on holidays for a couple of weeks. So yeah, but I have been releasing a video every 4 or 5 days because I had those pre-uploaded. And I had 5. I think it's probably a record. I had 5 videos pre-uploaded before I went on holidays. That was a record. I did 3 tutorial videos in a row. I've already released 2 of them. There's 1 more video to go. So I've got 1 more uploaded video to release. I'll release that in the next couple of days, but patrons have seen it and forum supporters have seen it. Yeah, I shot 3 tutorial videos in 3 days. I shot 1 every day because I'm a bit lazy. I probably could have shot all 3 in 1 day if I really tried. But yeah, and then one of them, so I shot one 2 days before I shot the last one, 2 days before I was supposed to leave, and I didn't hook up the microphone. I didn't have the microphone hooked on. So there's mic of it, there's audio of it. So I shot like I don't know what, an hour's worth of footage or something, which will edit down to about half an hour. You know, taking out the pauses and me thinking what to say next. And it was yeah. So the audio's there. So that audio existed, but it was crap. It sounded, you know, like it came from the other side of the room, and it's just garbage. So I made the decision to reshoot the entire thing. So the day before I left, I re-recorded, re-edited, I re-recorded, edited, and uploaded the final one that I'm going to release in a few days. I did that just before I left. So hopefully there's no issues with it. It's not like I can just reshoot it. The stuff's still on the whiteboard, but if I need to pull the video and fix anything, I would have to go back. I'd have to wait until I got back. Australia has been burning down south. Yeah, so I've heard from the bit of news that I've caught. 43C around a part of Sydney. Yeah. Hey, Omar. I don't think so. I don't think so, Paul. maybe when you watch part 8 of my AC tutorial series, when you watch part 8, know that I shot that a day before I left, under pressure, and of course I don't have a script, so and it's not like I was going to sit there and watch the original recording that I had. And I would have had to edit the recording that I had to sort of stitch it together, and then I'd have to write it down what I said and everything. And I just went, oh, screw that, I haven't got time to do that shit. So I just set it up again, double checked it that I had my mic correct, and I pressed record again, and it's I think it's totally different. I think it's totally different. Probably better, but I'm not sure. I would have to edit the original footage and upload. And upload the two of them, but because I don't have a script, I just make shit up on the fly. Everything, every whiteboard tutorial you see, every teardown video, every video I do is all, all the talking head, debunking stuff, all the repair stuff. It's all, there is no script for any of it. It's all just press record and hope something comes out the other end. And then I edit it and something does come out the other end and I upload, and that's it. Job done. So I don't think you'll notice any frustration in reading. Maybe at the start of it, but then once I get into it, I'm sort of into the groove of it. So I don't know if you can notice that. I wonder if they can hear me up here. I'll ask them. Hello. Hi. So can you guys hear me up here? Yeah, we can. Chit chat. Randos on the internet? No, chatting to my audience on live stream.
Oh, your live stream.
Yeah.
Right.
Where is my wife?
Helping with Lucinda's visit to the toilet because she hasn't got in yet. So
Oh, right, she hadn't got in yet. All right.
it's a bit chilly.
Have fun.
Once you're out, I think you're out. Is she alright? Is she still on the loop?
Yep, they can hear me, of course. My voice is rather loud and obnoxious, and it does project.
25. Let's Miranda's forward.
So yeah, and my AC. Speaking of the AC tutorial series, it is the see if I can pull up some stats. Hang on, let me get the recent stats. It was released January 11, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and it hasn't even cracked 7,000 views. And then part 6 of the AC tutorial series is 11,300 views. Mind you, the like-dislike ratio is extremely good. Both of them are 99.6%. And my video before that, the repair video, was 94.6. Then again, another repair video was 99.4. Mailbag, 94. Retro teardown was 99. That's pretty good. So they're quite popular in terms of like-dislike, but they get no views. They get no views. I'm the only channel dumb enough to deliberately cripple my channel algorithmically by doing content nobody watches. Yep. Do not follow me, kiddies. Do not follow my example. I don't think X shadow bans any of the accounts. I don't think it does. No. Sorry, I don't think it does. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Everyone says that. Well, I've heard people say that. Not everyone says that. But are you verified or not? If you're not verified, X make no... they don't hide the fact that if you want greater visibility on X, you become a verified user, a paid verified user. And if you don't like that, don't use the platform. I mean, so no, they're not deliberately high like they used to. They deliberately used to pre-Elon, when the Twitter Trust and Safety Council was there. Yes, they deliberately installed code on specific accounts that would demote, I guess, content on certain channels that were, the anti-woke channels at the time and stuff like that. If you weren't progressive on X back in the day, you got algorithm. There was a good chance, and if you're high profile, they would algorithmically demote you. But I've yet to see anyone provide any hard evidence of being verified on X and being algorithmically demoted. So I don't think it happens. I genuinely don't think it happens. The interesting thing about that is when I posted about I lost all that audio, right? That audio was crap, and everyone goes, "Oh, just do a voiceover. Do a voiceover." That's what all the professional channels do. They do a voiceover. What? Have these people ever tried to edit a video like that? Imagine 30 minutes of me doing a talking head on the whiteboard, and then with no script. with no script, and then having to voice over that to match my lip sync. I would have to do, like, every 5 seconds I'd have to play it, get the audio, and then try and say it at exactly the same cadence with exactly the same enthusiasm, and because my enthusiasm changes. I've got the high rising terminal and everything changes when I'm getting animated. I'm going to be more excited and stuff. I can't imagine anything more nightmarish than trying to do a voiceover for one of my videos, for one of my talking head videos. Can't imagine it. Really can't. So, yeah. Crazy. Yep. Not going to happen. Order of magnitude easier. Literally an order of magnitude easier and quicker to simply re-record the whole thing. So, that's what I did. Hey, from Thailand. Nachafon. That's the best way, off the cuff. Well, it depends on who you are. Some people can't speak off the cuff. I do. Every single video I've ever done, all 4,000 videos or whatever, are spread across all my channels. They're all off the cuff. Everything's off the cuff. I tried writing a script once. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And it was just awful. It's not like I can't do it, it just turns out shit, and I just ignore it anyway. So yeah, never again. Never again. It's all off the cuff. Oh, I'm way behind on the chat, am I? Greetings from Fresno, California. You're still in California, Mr. Supro. Been in electronics manufacturing since you turned 16. I also sent you the red Danger a double button. Oh, yes, I've still got the red Danger double button. It's on my shelf. But I don't have the shelf in the video shot anymore. It's in a mailbag or talking head shot. There's no background anymore. I don't know. I thought about having a proper background for all talking head videos. Setting up a proper, having it absolutely set up Alec from Technology Connections, for example, with his, big TV wall in the background with all the little things on it and stuff like that. I thought about trying to do that. I thought about reorganising the lab to do that. Hello, spider. There's a spider on me. No worries. It's Australia. But yeah, I don't know. It's Yeah, there's no way it would work. There's no way in hell. I probably couldn't even do 1 minute of talking head overlaid voiceover footage. It'd just look awful. Wouldn't work at all. Still watch my old EEVblog videos. You've used a script as an outline, then I end up pausing when you mess up or stutter. Yeah, it's hard work under pressure. Yeah, like at most I will have a post-it note with some points on it. Like, you know, take my my most popular video, which is the op-amp video, for example. You know, it's got like a couple of million views now or something. That op-amp video, hugely popular. Everyone loves it, thinks it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't know why. But, you know, for that, I think it's like a 50-minute video, 45, 50 minutes or something. And I would have had a A4 sheet, because I couldn't fit it all on a post-it note. Like, I would have had an A4 sheet with just a list of things that I wanted to cover. So that at the end of it, I didn't go, oh, damn, I forgot to do that, and I erased the whiteboard, you know. So, like, that makes it hard. Yeah. So I would have, like, done that, but as soon as I press record, I've got no idea what's going to come out. I just make stuff up. So, yeah. So at best, I will have a bullet point list of something that I intend to cover. But that's also rare. I haven't done that for a long time. No, sorry, you're going to have to provide evidence. I test things. You're going to have to provide concrete evidence. Sorry. Yes, I am going to trust that this platform is not algorithmically demoting people. Yes, because I see no evidence of it, and no one's presented me with any hard evidence. It's just people yapping on, oh, I'm being shadow banned, and they're not verified. It's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, like Alec. It's his name, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I got his name right. Alec. It isn't Alex. It's Alec, isn't it? From Technology Connections. He's buggered off from X. He's gone from X. He's gone over to Blue Sky. Yeah, they weren't that popular. I've still got a bunch of. I've got a laser surgery eye machine. Huge thing. I need to either tear it down and toss it in the dumpster after I'm done, or totally get rid of it. It's taking up too much space in my dungeon. I've got that. I've got the OCT machine, which totally works. It'd be a shame to actually tear it down, because I'm sure if I tear it down, it's not going back together. Yeah. So yeah, if it's a working lab, that could be hard. Although I've got space if I really wanted to do it. If I really wanted to dedicate a side of the room, like a quarter of the room or something, I could still do it. I could do it, but you know, it would require, like at the moment my lab is, like I've got some shelves there. I've got a background that I used to use for the mailbag, and then I've got like a wheeled bench that I used to sit behind when I. So technically, I do actually have a fixed background there, but like the wheel, but it's, you know, it's not permanently set up. Nothing's permanently set up. If you look at the mailbag I recently did, you'll notice there's a different angle again. And Sagan, the one with Sagan in it, and Sagan and I are at the mailbag bench, but the mailbag bench is just rotated 90 degrees. Instead of all this stuff in the background, it had like the fuse box and stuff like that, and my component cabinet in the background. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so those teardown, those medical teardowns weren't that popular. They were less popular than I thought they would be. So I kind of like held off on them. Probably eventually get around to them, because they are taking up a lot of room in the dungeon. Techmoan has done similar. Yeah, Techmoan's got a dedicated room. I'm sure it's only a small room. Techmoan's just got that bench with the, you know, and he uses that fixed location. Yeah, which works. I'm thinking that I should have that fixed location, but I need to have that fixed location for everything. Like if I'm doing mailbag, if I'm doing some other random talking head, or if I'm doing a screen capture video. I would have to have the actual computer there, and then, you know, I don't know. So, and I haven't used the green screen for a long time. I sort of gave up using it. Like I went on a green screen binge for a year or two, where I was doing, you know, I would cut out, the green screen was working fairly okay, and I was getting rid of that. So, yeah. It's a Sagan. Hello. Why aren't you in the pool? Oh. Yep. Poor Sagan, he's bored. Oh. Yep. Would I enter, or what's this? Would you ever entertain the idea of a James Burke Connections or a secret loft of machines? I have no idea. Type show. I have no idea who those people are. I have no idea what those videos are. I think the Secret Life of Machines. I think that's not loft, it's life, right? See, I've heard of it. I've only watched a snippet of it, but I don't know. Type show. No, because it needs to be produced. It needs to be, you know, I'm just not into making that type of produced content. I don't think it'd work well. That's what my EEV Discover channel was supposed to be for. It was supposed to be if I had produced content. There we go. That's more comfortable. Sitting on one of these high up, you know, look, I'll show you what I'm sitting on. This thing, your feet can't even touch the ground. It's like one of these things, you know. One of these. Oh, there goes the moose. So yeah, it's one of these. I don't know what style of thing do you call them? Like that, you find them in beach cabanas and stuff like that. One of these beach cabana lounges, I guess. The majority of creators on YouTube have a script, and some do voiceovers. Yeah, well, good for them. Everyone's got their thing. My thing is no script. My thing is no script. If I can't think of, shoot, edit, and upload a video in a day, I don't want to know about it. So yeah, no, I cannot do scripts. End of story. And trust me, you don't want to see one of my scripted videos. I don't want to see one of my scripted videos. It'd be awful, I'm sure. And I don't have a, like, you know, you'd need a proper teleprompter and the camera 2 meters away with the teleprompter. You'd need the proper camera through the teleprompter screen, you know, so the screen would have to be, you know, an angled glass screen in front of the camera lens and all that sort of crap, you know. It's just, oh my God, can't imagine it. But everyone's got their own technique, and that's what YouTube's about. Yeah, that was that was silly. If I am, my voiceover mic for my screen recordings is a Rode mic, is an NT1, and the one on top of my camera is a Rode NT55, and they sound practically identical. So my screen recordings are near identical in sound to my behind the camera recordings, which is good. It, yeah, I do notice that. I was just watching. I was watching Vintage Space, Amy Shearer Teetle. Excellent channel, if you haven't watched it. And I was watching her video the other day, and she was like adding in lots of posts, like her things are all scripted and everything, right? So she's doing the script thing and she does it well. And then she's adding in, during the edit, she's adding in post-editing things, and the sound is just completely different because she's holding the wireless mic like this, and it doesn't sound the same as when it's clipped on. So if I was going to do that, I would make sure the microphone is the same and it's clipped in the same location, and I was standing in the same location doing that. Otherwise, it's going to sound completely different. Yeah, it's really hard to match audio. So, but my Rode mics work pretty well. In theory, I should also have an NT55 mic for my desktop voiceovers as well, instead of the NT1. But they're so close in audio quality, you probably don't notice the difference. But the NT55 mic's very expensive, so I think I got mine secondhand somewhere. So, you know, buying a second one just for the voiceover to try and match it a bit better. But then I get some sound bounce off the screens and things like that, because I'm physically sitting in a different location rather than standing behind the camera. And, you know, those subtle differences you can notice. So, how to create high amounts of energy stores for defense? I don't know. What type of energy? I mean, oil? Oil's a good energy store for defence. Australia's got none. We've got practically no oil reserves here. We rely on the US. We've got a reciprocal agreement with the US to supply us with oil during times of war. It's like they're holding on our behalf our oil stores. It's so retarded. Absolutely retarded. What the hell are we doing? How hard is it to store oil on a country the size of Australia? Jesus. But no, we get the US to hold most of our reserves on our behalf. It's ridiculous. If some shit happens, like, you know, God, you know, when you're oil halfway around the world on another continent, how stupid do you have to be? Oh, okay, he was the host, was he? Tim Hunkin. All right. No, see, there's no point, Omar, because you're going to goof up. If you're going to goof it, you're going to goof it. It doesn't matter how many backups there are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, it makes no difference. Makes no difference. Although you could have... Doesn't sound good. Although you could have... the Rode, I've got the Rode Wireless Go mic 2. The version 2 has the built-in recording in the thing, so it's got so it's a backup inside the thing. That's a good backup, but I don't use that for my whiteboards because it doesn't sound quite as good as the Sennheiser. I use the Sennheiser, but that doesn't have internal recording, so I would have to like go into the recordings, but then you end up like goofing the recording or goofing the feed through, or there's many ways to do it. And if Murphy's going to bite you on the ass, he's going to bite you on the ass. So, yeah. So unfortunately, like, it's just, no. So when I go shoot stuff, oh, sorry about that. Not good. Sorry. Oh God. Sorry about that. That is not mine. Yeah, so when I go shoot stuff on site, I'm using the Rode wireless Go 2 mic, which does have the built-in thing. And if I'm interviewing, like, it's got two of them, so if I'm interviewing someone, it'll have that it'll have the recording built in, which is nice knowing. But you can goof that too, because the setup for that, there's no indication on that it's actually recording internally. You have to make sure you set it up in the software on the PC first and make sure that is set up. So if you accidentally turn it off and then you forgot you've turned it off, and then you go out there in the field thinking that, oh yeah, I've got my backup recording, yeah, no worries, and you find that you accidentally turned it off and you'd forgotten about it, tough titties. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Discourse over my dead frickin' body. It goes to discourse. There has been talk about it over the years. No, if we are going to upgrade the EEVblog forum, it would be upgraded to another similar BBS style forum. Nobody, and we've done polls on this, nobody on the forum wants us to move to anything else but a BBS style forum. Nobody. No discourse, none of the other weird shit. Nope. Nope. It would be the literal death of the forum. So, no is the answer to that. Not going to happen. But there has been talk, like, if it gets to the point where it's so broken, because Simple Machines forum has not been updated forever, and we've got all custom mods to it coming out the wazoo. We just added some more custom mods a couple of weeks ago. And so if it all eventually comes to guts or somehow, then yeah, we might have to move to, the most popular one is Zenforo, which is a paid one, but it's not that expensive. Like you pay, $500 one off or something. Zenforo is really good. I actually use Zenforo. Well, I don't use it, but as a user, I use it, not as an admin. I use it on some other forums that I'm on, and Zenforo is really good. So it'd probably move to Zenforo from Simple Machines, if it ever did. But we've done polls on that, and people said, the vast majority of people said, no, just leave it. Just leave it. We're happy with our Simple Machines forum, so not going to happen. Oh, yeah, of course you got shadow banned. Of course you got shadow banned by Google. Yep. Back in the days. You got shadow banned on X back in the days during COVID years. Of course. when Elon moved in, he was tweeting daily that, oh, look, we found this shit in the code. That's just, it's shadow banning like everyone. And we can't, like, it was so complex. The amount of people and the ways that they were shadow banning were just ridiculous. They just had to almost rewrite the whole thing from scratch. Discourse software is hot steamy garbage. Yeah, it's just no thanks. It's bullshit. No, people like their BBS style forums. What is your request, Omar? Yeah, Sagan is huge now. Yes. Remember when he was a sprog? Yeah, Sagan's getting huge. I hope he's taller than me. I'm 5 foot. I'm a width of a fag paper under 5'9". So, as we say here in Australia, width of a fag paper under 5'9". So I hope he's taller than me. So that's the plan. He's still only 14, and he's probably up to here on me. So we're hoping, or he's, yeah, here, something like that. So I think he's maybe 5'7" at the moment, something like that. So we're hoping he's at least my height, at least, but hoping to be taller. But Mrs. EEVblog's only 5'1", so she's 5'1". She's tiny. For those, has anyone here ever met Mrs. EEVblog? I know that I think a few of you have, but I'm not sure if you're in the audience. Anyway, if you've ever met her, she's tiny. She's fun-sized. Mrs. EEVblog is fun-sized. Yeah, like the 8-bit guy. Yeah, the 8-bit guy, he made a nice little shed out the back of his house, which I thought, I watched the build video of the shed, and I thought, geez, that's a bit small. Oh, I would have built bigger than that. I think it's probably only 30 square meters or something, 25 square meters or something. It's probably half the size of my lab. It's not that big. Maybe I'm wrong. Does anyone know the actual square meterage size or square foot size of the 8-bit guy's lab? Because, yeah, it's a bit small, but there's no room for storage, because when you're doing a channel like that, like, you've got lots of vintage computers and stuff. I'm sure his storage requirements are quite large, which is why I have 2 storage units. I've got a 44 square meter storage unit. It's almost as big as my lab, which is 50 square meters. And then I've got the dungeon, which is another 31 square meters. Mind you, half of that is like stock and things like that, but Medi did all his great work from a shoebox. Yeah. Or even less, if you want minimal minimal production value. No one beats Big Clive. No one beats Big Clive. But yeah, I know Medi had it in a single room. He still does, I think. No, I was talking when he came here to Sydney. I talked to him about it. I forget. Did he actually get a bigger house? I can't actually remember. Anyway, yeah, he was doing it all from one side of a room. Yeah. But then again, he doesn't have like big storage requirements and stuff like that some of the others have. No, Sagan's actually a bit sick. He's feeling a bit dodgy at the moment, so that's it. Dave needs to go back to the OG garage. Yeah. 4 square meters. A giant 4 square meters. Yeah, the OG garage was literally 4 square meters, if you've seen it. 5, maybe. But yeah, I had 2 benches in there, and there was probably this much room between the benches. It was probably like this much, like I could just like this much room between the benches. And I had the camera on one bench, and I had a chair in the middle, a swivel chair, and just facing the other way with the other bench behind me. And oh geez, yep, spent 2 years making videos in there. Proving the shadow ban is really difficult to prove, but by a few, but have tracked views and likes and many posts, and given the topic and comment, there have been seriously reduced views and likes. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You've got to have, like, it's the same with YouTube, right? If it's the same with us YouTubers talk about this, oh, YouTube's de-algorithmed my channel, right? Fran just did a video on this. It's called de-algorithmed, which is a, word that she trademarked, the word she came up with. And she's talked about this. She's certain that her channel has been de-algorithmed, and a lot of us YouTubers are saying the same thing. We've been de-algorithmed. But then you look at the content. I think it's natural. I think it's natural. It's not. Yeah, there's always variety in the algorithm, but yeah, it's. Yeah, I don't think anyone. I think the same thing's happening on X. You'd be surprised. Like, we make a video. Ask any YouTuber. They will tell you countless stories. They can guarantee this video that they've just made is going to be a banger. It's going to go to the moon. And then they release it. It flops. It absolutely flops. Every YouTuber will tell the same thing. That they would have bet a fortune that video would have taken off. But nope, it doesn't. It has to do with the algorithm. It has to do with the time of day you release it, the day you release it, what else is being released at the same time, people's interests, which you think but you don't. It's just, yeah. Yep. Oh, here's the request. Is it possible? Sorry, I'm way behind on the chat. Is it possible if you make a video on how you shoot videos for electronics, specifically your lighting gears, how to shoot videos for teardowns? I've done it. Look, I'll find it for you. I've done a video on everything. EEVblog 2. It's all on my second channel. How I shoot videos. I've done several videos on this. So I've done videos. Here we go. How I shoot it from 3 years ago. But it's no different now. I don't think I've changed anything. Here you go. I'll post it. Boom. Let me get rid of the stupid. Why when you copy a YouTube link, does it put the and pp equals y, blah, blah, blah. I don't want that. I just want the bloody... You can do the short link, I think. Anyway, there it is. There it is, Omar. Oh! Can't post comments to some destinations. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure what destinations it's banned, but I can't... Me, as the admin, can't even post links. But look, search YouTube, put in the exact term EEVblog 2, how I shoot videos. It's the first result. Boom, there it is, 31-minute video. I take you on a guided tour of my lab, and my camera setup and how I shoot videos. So it's all there. It's all there. That's a decent. What I've been meaning to do is like, because I'm posting videos natively on X, I should do like a native video per day uploading on X. I should upload that. I should download that one and upload that natively. I'll do that after this. I'll do that tonight. Someone remind me. Although I've got the video open, so I should be able to remember because I keep my tabs open. I'm a tab keeper opener. So yes, I have done videos on that, Omar. And if you want to specifically, actually, I've done walkthroughs of me live editing a video, both in old Vegas and I think also in the new DaVinci Resolve. I've lost count of the number of times people have asked me, Dave, can you do a video on this? Already done it. Already done it. Yep. Yeah, it depends on your requirements, Omar. Depends on your requirements. Like, I don't need the camera gear that I've got. It's just nice. It just works well for me. And it's actually versatile. Because I shoot many different styles of videos. Like, if you want to, you know, Big Clive. I mentioned Big Clive, the master of the zero production value. Right? The guy literally, I believe he's still, to this day, shoots, edits and uploads all his video on his mobile phone. He just has a mobile phone stand up here and you see his hands come in at the bench and he's got like the world's simplest edit program on his shoe phone. He just shoots it on his phone. That's it. I don't know what sort of mic solution he uses, whether or not it's the internal mic on the phone or whether it's an external mic solution, but yeah, Big Clive, hugely successful channel. Makes one style of video only. Oh, there's also the one where he's like doing, you can see him in the shop with the background and, you know, he's like, and he's, I don't know, drinking something he's brewed or something like that. There's that one, but I think that's still shot on his phone as well. So he must be using some sort of wireless mic or something for that, I assume. But yeah, you don't need much. It's all about your specific requirements. A lot of YouTubers will use digital SLRs and shit like that. They're fucking hopeless. I hate digital SLRs. They're awful. Awful for shooting video. Do not recommend. Yeah, well, that was a US show. It was like, is it from the 1980s or 90s or something? It was never on here in Australia. I had never heard of it. Never heard of it until people had... Hang on a sec. Sagan's in. Sorry? Anything? Random stuff? Live? Eh? Yeah. Hello.
Hey.
I guess you want me to come in, do you? What's the time? Ah, it's 6:15. Very deep, is it? Oh, awesome. Cool. All right. Mrs. EEVblog's complaining the pool's too deep. All 5'1" of her. Excellent. No scripts either. Yeah. Yep. Mind you, I do like the polished content. You know, like as I said, you know, vintage space or something. You know, I love her content. It's great, but it's, you know, she works months on that. She works a month writing a script for one video. You know, doing all the historical research and everything, and you know, that's just the style. It's called YouTube for a reason, not ActorTube. Yeah, at the moment it's AI Tube. Unbelievable. It's just going down the toilet. How is your reclaim? Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. How is your reclaim heat pump? It's going great. No problems. Well, did only have one issue where it actually switched on several times a day, and it's not supposed to do that because it has a timer that comes on at 10 a.m. goes for 2 or 3 hours depending on how much water we've used, and that's it. So it uses our solar, and it uses the off-peak time that we've got now as well. But that only happened once, and I have no idea why. I just repowered it, and it hasn't happened since. But no, yeah, it's going great. We love the heat pump hot water system. Uses 2 to 3 kilowatt hours per day. It's nothing. It's nothing to get 400 litres of hot water. It's great. Yeah, see, I can't do videos with that sort of production content. That's just not me. That's just not... oh, one of the... Yeah, I've seen the one where he does the intro time to a shuttle launch. Yeah, I've seen that. That's freaking awesome. I showed that to Sagan a few months ago. Yeah, that was great. I don't know if there's a semiconductor-based vintage tube tester. Don't know. Haven't heard of one. Yeah, goofs always happen. Goofs always happen. I'm telling you. You can have backups upon backups, and you can just screw, just screw the thing completely. Like... That video I was telling you about, that I physically forgot to clip on the mic, right? I physically forgot to clip on the mic. It's only 2/3 of the way through the video. And then I thought, oh, dumbass me. And then I actually finished the last... so I went and got the mic, put it on, and then I thought, oh, maybe the audio in camera will be okay. It'll be usable. So, and I'll just add the mic on so I can have better quality. And I actually shot a video. I actually shot a segment where I said, oh, I goofed it up, I forgot my mic and everything. And so I continued on for the last third or last quarter of the video. Maybe it was only the last 5 minutes, can't remember. But so I continued on thinking that I had nailed it, right? They're thinking that I'd fixed the problem. And no, the freaking switch, I posted this on Twitter, the freaking switch on the because my camera has like a XLR input with all the gains and all the, everything. The bloody switch was not set to the dual input because I have two mics. I have one input coming from my on-camera microphone and another input coming from the wireless mic, and then wireless mic's permanently mounted on there if I need to use it. But I have to manually flick the switch so it doesn't duplicate the internal mic to both channels. And I forgot to flick that before I bloody... here I was thinking, haha, yeah, it's, like I've got this now, right? And no, I went to edit the damn thing and the second thing went wrong. 2 audio goofs in the one video. I did not get a single piece of quality audio from that, even though I had two attempts at it. That's just the way, that's, shit happens. It doesn't matter how many times you do it. I've shot thousands of videos, thousands. And yet, you can just easily goof it. Especially if you're changing things all the time. Like I'm always changing. Sometimes I use a wireless mic, sometimes I'm doing this, sometimes I'm doing that, whatever. And you switch stuff off and you change modes. As I said, if you got that wireless mic and you didn't know it was set up because it doesn't have a dedicated indicator on it telling you that it's internally recording, then if you accidentally set that off and you didn't remember to turn it back on, you're screwed. If you needed to use the backup. So yeah, it's nuts. There are plenty of people checking on the kid. All right, okay, I've got to keep, maybe go to a... You can't keep the forum the same and go to a new provider. There's no such thing. The forum software is the forum software. It's Simple Machines forum software. So I can't, there's no new one to go to. Well, technically there is a new version. Sagan's back. Yes?
We're going to dinner now.
Now? Right now. Right now means half an hour. Yeah, all right. All right,
Soonish.
thank you. All right.
Going soonish.
All right. Going to dinner soon. Yeah, soon means 40 minutes. Hello from the nether regions. I am doing well. So yeah, you can't just go to a new provider. It's not a provider. It's software you install on my own server. That software I have installed on my own server. Although there is a version 2 of the software, but I don't know anyone who uses it, so it's not worth it. I might as well, and it's been even that version's been abandoned because it's open source software and it's basically been abandoned. So, but the good thing is it doesn't change. If you don't update it, it just stays the same forever on your server. You had 3 Rode podcaster mics that were bricked by firmware updates when Windows put out a dodgy update. Really? Oh, they had the bootloader recovery from then on, but they're impossible to flash fix by text. Ouch. Wow, that's nasty. EEVblog never gets old. Looks like the same guy. Yeah, I don't age much. I look pretty similar, don't I? Yep. Few extra grey hairs. Your wife and you are both 6'4". Wow. Yeah. 6 foot. Yeah. That's the most common thing I get when people meet me. The most common thing I get, people say, I thought you would have been taller. And it's like I'm not exactly short. Like, as I said, I'm basically, 5'8" and almost practically 5'9". I'm a, tiny bit under 5'9" or something. Say 5'8.5" or something, if I'm not wearing shoes or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm basically I'm perfectly average height for a male. I'm spot on average height for a male. Yet some people expect me to be like 6 foot tall or something. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm not short. I'm not 5'7" or 5'6" or something. I'm 5'9". So, but yeah, but I get that a lot. People meet me on the street and I thought you would have been taller. I don't know where people get the impression that I'm tall. Oh, he's got off-site storage. Are we? And we're talking about 8-bit? Yeah, I assumed he must have off-site storage. Yeah, because the shed he built's pretty tiny. He's got like a little back room, but it's basically just one big studio room and just a little server room or something. I don't think it's much. Oh, sorry, there's a super chat. Hang on. How do I call it? How do I call up a super chat? How do I overlay a super chat? Thank you very much, Fairhall 001 for the donation. Sorry, I'm trying to overlay your chat, but I can't. This really sucks. Oh, here it is. Okay, now I can do it. There we go. Thank you, Fairhall. What do you think about X being banned under guise of safety, considering using AI to make CP is already a crime and using AI to commit fraud is the fault of the user, not the AI? Correct. If you follow me on X, you'll know I've been tweeting about this a lot. And I just tweeted the other day that if you believe that this is to protect women and children, you're an idiot. You're a world-class idiot if you believe this. The reason that they want to ban, they've always wanted to ban X because they can't control it anymore. They can't control X. They can't control the narrative on X. They can't control this is why the UK, Canada, and Australia are trying to ban X. Why? What do all 3 countries have in common? Their countries are being destroyed by immigration. Right? They're being destroyed by immigration in many ways, right? Over shit. It's not just the fact of immigration. It's the massive overabundance. It's the massive sheer numbers coming in are destroying all 3 of these countries, and they don't want people talking about it, among other things, among countless other things. But immigration is the #1 political hot button issue here in Australia. I believe it's the same in the UK. Not sure about Canada. In fact, Canada's just reversed a ton of stuff, haven't they? I think they might have reversed a ton of stuff, which I'm very surprised at. But yeah. So it's it is and they don't want people talking about it, so they can't control. It's not the old Twitter where this stuff, talking about this stuff, would have got you shadow banned or outright banned, right? For hate speech, it would have got you banned, and they can't control it. They can't control X anymore. Right, so they can't control it, so they want to ban it. And bingo, along comes this very convenient excuse where people have been photoshopping Albo and bloody Keir Starmer into bikinis and stuff like this, and then they and they're using that as the excuse. I've got to protect it. If you're against this ban, then you're against protecting women and children from pornographic image, from turning them into pornographic images. Bullshit. Any AI can do it. And X will put me in a freaking bikini. Fine. So will every other AI tool out there. But they're not banning the other AI tools because they want to get rid of X. If they can't control it, they want to ban it. That's why. Because they don't want people talking about all their shit policies. In particular, immigration. They hate that. They hate you talking about that. So, yeah, that's it. That's it. So, yep. Yep, it's bullshit. If you believe if you support it, you're just a retard. You're absolutely retarded. Seriously, if you support that, unbelievable. So, can't control Reddit as well. So yeah, no, it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. But yes, the UK, for those who haven't heard, the UK, Canada, and Australian governments are all getting together and trying to ban X, under the disguise that people have been photoshopping people into bikinis. I kid you not. And sometimes lingerie or something like that. But as far as I'm aware, nobody's ever generated like nudes. It won't do that. I don't think it will do that. I think it's just, and our Prime Minister's actually come out and said that he hates people doing this and he wants it to stop. No, Photoshop our Prime Minister into a bloody bikini and because it pisses him off. And they want to ban it. They want to ban it. If they can't control it, they want it banned. They can control the other platforms. They cannot control X anymore since Elon bought it. So they want it banned. Canada officially said, no, we won't be banning. Oh, really? Really? Is that new news? Okay. Officially said, no, we won't be banning X. They don't want to get on the bad side of Trump. Okay, cool. All right. Excellent. 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 Why is there a finger? Somebody's doing fingers. Somebody's doing fingers in the window. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Who's doing that? We can see your fingers. Somebody's doing that. All right. Anyway, thank you for the. Oh, it's Phil. It's Phil. It's Phil. That is lucky Phil. Australians will understand that. There he is. That's Phil. This is lucky Phil. Australians, nobody else but Australians will understand that joke. So it's just a bullshit excuse. And along came a very convenient excuse. People were talking about these AI image, generations, putting people in bikinis and lingerie and stuff like that. So they're very convenient. Geez, we can nail him on this one. Everyone's going to back this. That's bullshit. I'm glad to hear Canada are not going to be doing that. Great. All right, I'll investigate it a bit further. That's great. No, Albo's fucked. He's gone, man. He's political suicide. Everything he does. Same with the opposition, though. The problem is we can't vote our way out of this. Australians cannot vote. Well, we might be able to in the upcoming election because our polls have swung just like they have in the UK. But it's kind of tenuous at the moment. Anyway, we can't just vote for the opposition party. The opposition party want all this same stuff. They've literally come out and said it. The opposition party have come in and said, we'll support this ban on X. We'll support this new hate speech law coming in. So, yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah. Sorry, Moose Teats. Yep, UK. I'm glad I'm like, as bad as Australia is. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the UK. But I've heard some. Yeah, UK. The Canada's kind of turning around. But I thought that they didn't. They voted in the. They voted in Trudeau 2.0, didn't they? I can't even remember his name. Is it Carney or something? I don't know. They voted in Trudeau 2.0, and they're getting the same. I thought they were just going to get the same crap, but apparently not. I don't know how it works. I haven't kept up with Canadian politics, but yeah, the UK is. But the UK, odds on, Keir Starmer will not survive this year. He'll be gone. He'll be gone. In fact, there might be a federal election, national election, or whatever it's called over there, early. Because otherwise, technically, he could hang on until 2029, because they just voted him in. Same with Albo here. We wasn't me. We just voted in Albo, but he's unlikely to survive as well. Unlikely to survive to the next election. Yeah, I'm so behind on comments. I suck at that. Top chat, live chat. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, way behind on the comments. Yes, I have had a surgery. You can even see my surgery video. Although, YouTube restricted it to 18 plus. So search for ACL surgery video, EEVblog 2. I think it's on my second channel, and you'll find it. Maybe. If you're over 18, you might find my ACL surgery video. Yeah, YouTube actually restricted it. It was there for years. It was there for years. It was very popular. It got like 300,000-400,000 views. It was like, if you search for ACL surgery, mine was one of the top videos. And then all of a sudden, one day after a couple of years, they just went, nope, this is restricted content, 18 plus. Is it necessary to buy DaVinci Resolve? No, it's not. No, it's not necessary at all. At all. Unless you want fast renders. The only real major difference is that it'll use your GPU to render. The paid version will use the GPU, whereas the free version does everything. All exactly the same, except it uses your CPU to render, so it's slower. So it doesn't matter if you've got a super duper graphics card, it will not render using that graphics card unless you've got the paid version. But I do have the paid version, but I did not pay for it myself. I was about to, and then by coincidence, DaVinci Resolve sent me the shortcut keyboard thing with the big jog shuttle thing. I've done a teardown video of that. They sent me that, and that came with a license for the pro version. So I've been using that since. But no, just the free version. On my laptop here, I've only got the free version. So when I'm editing videos out in the field here, just using the free version does all the same stuff. It's great. It's great. It's not perfect. There's a few annoying things in it, but, you know. Yeah, well, Mr. Dan, you got what you voted for. Congratulations. But yeah, Dutton was shit. I don't blame. Like, Dutton was shit. Oh man, that was shit. The thing is, it's the easiest layup. It's the easiest political layup in history. Just say you're going to stop immigration, and by stop I mean lower it to like order of magnitude, and everyone will vote for you, and then just do it. But then again, Albo promised at the last election he would reduce. Both of our parties at the last federal election, which was just a year ago, said they would reduce immigration, and the party that won didn't do it, and the other party wouldn't have either. Right? But it's the bit. But if you actually make that your key platform, you're guaranteed to win. Guaranteed. It's the number one political issue in this country by far, by far. And yet they refuse to do it. The opposition party refused to do it. So that's why One Nation is just steam. One Nation is now, in certain voter segments, is now ahead of our second biggest part, of our second major party. It's now ahead. Yeah. I do actually like that we're forced to vote. I freaking like it. Oh, Americans, oh, I'm free not to vote if I don't want to, fuck you. No, I like our system. I like our system that everyone has to vote. I like it. Sue me. Nope, everyone gets a say in it. And that's it. Yeah, I've heard the new Mac Pro Mini is pretty quick. Alright, I better get ready to go. Oh, just went for a quick surgery. It hurts like hell. Whoops. Sorry to hear. Big copper shot out of your right thigh. I don't even want to know what caused that. Good luck in your recovery. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve is pretty good, but it's not perfect. It's some simple shit like putting overlay text. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, how hard is it to put overlay text on DaVinci? I can't even save the template to make a consistent overlay. I don't know how to do it. And I can't just drag it around. I've got to go in there and manually like type in a number or move a thing to move the text around. Oh, bloody hell. No, I don't get to New Zealand much. Although this holiday was supposed to be in New Zealand, but I don't know. Things changed. Yeah, it's common sense. We've got the world's most expensive cities. 5 of our cities, or 4 or 5 of our cities in Australia, which is all of our major Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth. Yes, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth. 4 of our major cities, which is basically all of our... Oh, and Brisbane, 5. Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth, Brisbane. 5 of our major cities. 5, which is all of them, basically. Nobody counts Darwin and, you know, Tasmania, Hobart, right? 5 of our cities are in the top 10 most expensive cities in the world. There's a list. Go and look it up. 5 of our cities, which is almost all of them, are in the top 5 most expensive cities in the world to live for housing. Yeah. Supply and demand. Oh, it's not immigration. Oh, dickheads. Anyway, yes, Mrs. EEVblog probably has a stopwatch running, so I'd better go. Thank you everyone for joining me. I'm off to dinner, and I will catch you next time. I might do another one. Might do another live show before I head back to Sydney while I'm on holidays. Anyway, catch you next time.